Welcome one and all. Step right up and get your tickets for another moment in gaming history.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or if you're new here, welcome officially to the channel. This is a series where I go into various different moments in video game history, and today I want to talk about something that changed the way we look at video games, and something that we all kind of take for granted in today's modern era, and that's scrolling stages. I know it's hard to believe since most of us grew up with stages that you could scroll left and right on, however many games had static screens. So when did they start having scrolling ones? Well, if you have a few minutes, sit back and relax a bit as we talk about some of the early days of the arcade and how they started scrolling stages. Now, as stated before, many early games on the Atari and even the arcade worked on a single screen. Take Space Invaders as an example. This was a stationary shooter where you could move left and right on the bottom of the screen, defending Earth from alien invaders that would slowly move their way down towards the bottom of the stage. This trend would continue with games like Donkey Kong that showed your plucky hero, Jumpman, making his way to the top of the stage in order to save Paulina from the clutches of Donkey Kong himself. However, a few games came out in 1981 that would change these things. The first up was a game called Defender. Defender was one of the earliest and likely the earliest of side-scrolling games that had you flying a spaceship defending an unnamed planet from an alien invasion. Or, assaulting it. The planet's unnamed, who's to say it belongs to humans? You don't know! Sorry, I had to. You're tasked with shooting down as many as you can and keeping them from abducting the humans on the surface. If you fail to do so, they come back as a fast-moving mutant intent on your destruction, and well, honestly, it serves you right for not saving them. This is one of the earliest games to let you extend past the borders of the single screen and let the stage sprawl with the player, so you could go left or right, the game didn't care, it would continue to move the terrain below you accordingly. If you failed to defend the astronauts while defending the planet explodes, and you'll have to fight off waves of mutants. Doing so successfully will restore the planet. Successfully taking out all the waves and keeping the astronauts alive will successfully complete the wave and start a new one. There's no end to this game, it's all about score, but it's notable for its rather complex gameplay and being the first that I could find that would allow the player to scroll the stage left or right, giving them more freedom of movement than anything that came before it. Another game that came out shortly after Defender that pushed this forward even further was called Jump Bug. In this game you play, a Volkswagen Bug, that's constantly jumping and bouncing through the stage, shooting enemies as you go. Yeah, you heard me, shooting. Apparently this bug's packing heat. Along with getting the high score, this game actually had stages that you would work your way through, inevitably towards an exit at the other end of the stage. What made this different from Defender is the stages move both horizontally and vertically, adding an extra dimension to the gameplay. This was also one of the earliest examples of parallax scrolling in a game, which allowed the clouds on the stage to move independently of the static skyline in the game as well. Together, these two set up much of what we came to use in not only the shoot-'em-up game genre, but platforming games, allowing developers to make more dynamic and interesting stages to challenge the player and giving the player a sense of empowerment in exploring the stages themselves. However, what do you guys think of this one? Do you think this is a cool moment? Did any of you ever play any of these in arcade, or any variants that may have hit consoles? Let me know in the comments. However, for now, thank you so much for watching and spending part of your day with me. If I could ask you for one more favor, please leave this video a like. And if you haven't, consider subscribing. It really does help me out. For now though, thank you so much once again, and until next time, happy gaming.